How y'all doing? This is Rob Burnham, aka Preachman RB, and this is another episode of Retro TV 91, and it's time to review SuperGirl Season 3, Episode 7. What happens on this week's episode, Supergirl and them go check out the ship that's up under National City, and the reason they know about it is because these submarine divers came up on the ship, and the ship started shooting at them. So, Martian Manhunter, Supergirl, and Wynn, Martian Manhunter phases through the ground into the ship, and they find Mon-El there. And Mon-El has been in the future for 7 years. She's been in the 35th century. And if you know anything about the comics, this is teeing up the Legion of Superheroes. And Mon-El's a part of that in the comics. And Mon-El is trying to get back to the ship, and the reason he's trying to get back to the ship is he's trying to get back to his wife, and he doesn't want to tell Carl because he doesn't want to hurt her. So he's trying to steal a piece of equipment, that way he can power the ship to save everybody. And Supergirl stops him, and he's in the cell, and Supergirl's trying to figure out why he's doing this, and she's crying and telling him that she's been having nightmares since he left, and he's been gone 7 months in her time, but toward the end of the episode he tells her that he's been gone 7 years in his time, and he's been in the 35th century. And he's able to convince Wynn to take him back to the ship, that way that he can save the people on there. And he's trying to power the ship, and one of the pods is drowning one of the people in the pods, and this is Mon-El's wife, and Mon-El's trying to hit it, but he's not strong enough. It's North Star alloy in this casing, and Supergirl breaks through the glass and gets Mon-El's wife out of there. Well, after this, she's in the DEO hospital, and Mon-El's talking to Carl, and he explains everything. He's about to tell Carl about his wife when his wife wakes up and comes to kiss him, and then Mon-El tells Carl that this is my wife. And what else is happening is that Rain finds out that she's Rain. She goes and to her adopted mother, and she shows her the ship, and she gets this thing out of the ship, and then it leads her to her fortress of solitude, but it's in the desert instead of Supergirl's up and Superman's in the Antarctic. And she goes in there, and it turns her into Rain, so now she's full-fledged villain Rain, and we'll see what happens with that. And the only other real thing that happens is Martian Manhunter moves into an apartment with his father, and that's all that really happens. My questions for y'all is, now that Mon-El's back, what will we learn about what he did in the future? As always, Christian and all this, and not that we lost this episode of 291. So I missed that.